My name is Jessica Rodriguez and I graduated from Horn High School in 2010. I went to Le Cordon Bleu straight after high school. We've been blessed to be able to open up our own restaurant. Dia de los Tacos comes from the Hispanic holiday Day of the Dead. My parents got married on Day of the Dead, November 2nd, so we were kind of playing around with names and, well, what about Day of the Taco? The best part of being a chef is serving great food, good tasting food to customers, and it's one of my things that I like to see a person take their first bite. The first bite is always going to be the telltale sign if they like your food or not. Any career that you choose, you have to have a passion for a career that you choose. If not, you will never be happy. I think that the CTE program gives the kids a step in the door, like gives them a glimpse of what your life could be in the future. And if they don't like it, in high school, what makes them think they're going to like it out in the real world where you're not just working for a grade, you're working for a living.
My name is Larry Hugh McGee Jr. I graduated from John Horn High School, class of 2018. I now attend Oklahoma State University with a major in multimedia journalism. In college now, we're doing the same things that I've done with Ms. Tyndall's class. Like at my school, Oklahoma State, I teach a Premiere workshop and After Effects for juniors and seniors, some sophomores. They haven't showed up to my class yet. I've had the opportunity to learn that here. In the AVP program, I got certified with Adobe products. And so just going to Oklahoma State, that's just an example of how I'm prepared more than others. I'm very grateful for Mesquite ISD and the program, the AVP program. When I go out into college, I see that, or I hear from other people's experiences, they don't have the studios like we do, they don't have the equipment like we do. And so they don't get to reach, they don't get to pursue what they want to do unless they're in college. We perform newscasts here, we perform short films, commercials, the same thing. And so everything is like a career. So like when you come to class, you come to a job. And that prepares us, that prepares everybody.
I'm Matthew Verland. I graduated Mesquite High School in 2017. Then I'm now a second-year architect major at Texas A&M University. When I went to A&M, not many people knew how to do 3D printing, but because of the CTE program here, I learned how to efficiently 3D print models and projects. It really trained me to be ready for college and for my internship at WRA, which I basically take their floor plans of buildings that have been made in like 1970s, 1980s, and I put them into a 3D software system and recreate it so that way they have a 3D model that they can add on to for whenever they make a renovation or an addition. Because of that CTE program here, I never had to be trained. When I first got into high school, my freshman year of my other school in Lubbock, we didn't have a program like this. I know for a fact if I was still at Lubbock and then I went to A&M, I would not have been nearly as prepared as I was when I left here.
Reed Rose. I'm a detention officer here at the Mesquite Police Department. I've been working here since July of 2017. I help maintain the safety and well-being of inmates while they're in our custody. I graduated from Horn High School in 2016. I was involved in athletics, Crime Stoppers, all types of different school organizations, and I took part in the CTE class law enforcement. We learned about the penal code, which is the set of laws that's set by the state of Texas. We learned the 10 codes, which is what officers and jailers and everybody use to communicate on the radio with each other. Being in Mr. Carter's class, we got to meet a lot of officers from the Mesquite Police Department. I got to build relationships with those officers, not only through the class, but through my SROs. I was able to establish those relationships that really helped me maintain a relationship with the department. And then after I graduated, I became an intern here and I got to meet even more officers, and then that kind of set me ahead to be in the position that I am now with the department.
My name is Anna Rega. I'm a student at UT Austin right now. I'm going to be a senior, and I am alumni from West Mesquite High School. I started the program for Ready, Set, Teach when I was a junior in high school. I was doing a lot of lesson plans. I was learning about the basics, the foundations of being a teacher. By the following year, my senior year, we were in the class, we were in placements, we were working with students. I was working one-on-one with teachers, and Ms. Wood was really helpful by teaching me stuff that I ended up seeing in college. And it was just really helpful to have a little bit of more information about like theories of education or just how to create a lesson plan. And it made me feel a lot more confident about myself, especially like at college setting. And I would let the community know about the program, that it's a really helpful program. And I feel like it's a way of letting kids know like you can be successful outside of Mesquite.